Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Darshan Mehta, and I'm here to share some insights on why one should shift to a vegetarian diet. I recently graduated with a PhD in chemical engineering from the Ohio State University in the United States of America, and I'm recently doing my postdoctoral research at US FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. So I thought of sharing something of what I learned by being there since over a year now at FDA, of what are the facts and why those facts support the fact that one should shift to a vegetarian diet. So first of all, we need to realize that we are living in a world that is faced by a dual burden of disease. What I mean to say is that gone are the days when people used to be starved and undernourished and malnourished. Now we are living in an age where more people are overweight and obese and have unregulated lifestyles than the people who are underweight and malnourished. So we have to realize this fact that the trend has shifted from being malnourished to being overeating and unregulated lifestyles. Secondly, what has happened is in recent years, diseases such as heart stroke, cancer, diabetes and such have become the leading causes of death all over the world. There are many factors that lead to these sorts of diseases, some of which are not under the control of an individual, such as his hereditary influences, environmental influences, social influences and so on. However, there is one factor that plays an important role, and one can work on it significantly. This factor is poor diet and physical inactivity. This is the third ranking factor that leads to the various sorts of diseases that I just mentioned. So now, how does one work on poor diet and physical inactivity while we are living in an age that is surrounded by a plethora of processed and packaged foods, sedentary lifestyles where we do not have much movement, and family and friend, the social environment that we have is not conducive to selecting a healthy diet. So in this show, what I want to do is I want to analyze of whose responsibility should it be that I eat a healthy diet. Should it be the responsibility of the government that makes the laws and that makes the regulations of what food should be allowed in the market? Or is it the responsibility of the industry that is manufacturing the packaged and processed foods? Or lastly, is it the responsibility of the individual to choose what food and what kind of a lifestyle does he want to have? So let us analyze all these three factors, and now let's see how it can help one if one shifts to a vegetarian diet or a lifestyle. So first, let's take the government. So the United States Department of Agriculture, every 5 years they release dietary guidelines for the Americans, where they recommend what is the diet that an average American should have in order to live a healthy lifestyle. In the latest release of their dietary guidelines, the USDA recommends that one eat a lot of fruits, vegetables, nuts, oils and low fat dairy products. So according to their recommendations, they do recommend eating a lot of vegetarian food that is very healthy and nutritious at the same time. Now let us take the side of the industry. What role the industry is playing in order to meet the regulations that are stipulated by the government. So recently in US, the industry has started to take some actions on reducing the salt, the amount of salt that is added in the processed foods. This is a major step by the industry, because they have realized that increased amount of salt in human food is leading to high blood pressures, as well as diabetes and the like. So the government is doing their best to make sure that they stipulate the right kinds of guidelines that one should follow, and the industry is doing its best to meet the guidelines that is recommended by the government. Now let us see how the individuals are doing in implementing these things. So according to the latest statistics that we have, it is found that more than 70 to 80% of the US population eats less fruits and vegetables than is recommended in the dietary guidelines. So making fruits and vegetables the most under consumed commodities in the whole of US. On the other hand, 70% of Americans eat more saturated fats, trans fats and added sugars in their diet than is recommended, and more than 90%, that is almost all of the entire population of America, eats more salt or sodium in their diet than is recommended by the guidelines. So these facts and figures show that okay, eventually, although the government and industry is doing its best, it is up to the individual to make the choice of what kind of foods he wants to eat and what kind of lifestyle he wants to have. So in such a situation, in the world in which we are living in right now, because of these facts and figures being out, and because of the people being educated, there is a heavy interest in the Americans turning to vegetarianism and veganism for exploring other healthy options. So naturally, this itself lays down the foundation of what can be the benefit of shifting to a vegetarian diet, is that it can lead one to a healthy lifestyle, not overweight or obese, but a healthy lifestyle with a lot of nutritious value in their diet. The only issue that most people point out of what loss they might have if they turn away from meat and other non-vegetarian food is that where will they get their protein from? This is a very valid question that is asked, and there are many sources that one can get their protein from, even sources that are vegetarian. So for example, proteins can be obtained from beans, dal, and the like, and also some of the vitamins which are not available to those who are vegans, but those who are vegetarians, we can always take milk, yogurt and other types of milk products where we get whatever we were not able to get from the plants and the herbs and the fruits and vegetables. So if you take the diet that is made up of vegetarian diet, like a vegan diet, and you add the milk products and everything together, they form a wholesome and nutritious meal that one can live a lifestyle based on that and still be healthy. So I hope this analysis has helped you understand why a shift in vegetarianism is needed and can help one towards a healthy and fulfilling life. Thank you very much.